Hey everyone, welcome back to CodeSL. This is our day 18 of 365 days of coding, and in today's video we are going to dive into a simple problem, but it's a bit complicated to understand because a lot of mathematics is needed here. So we'll be solving this problem related to determining whether there is a profit or loss based on the cost price and the selling price of a product. So let's jump right into it. So here in this problem, we have basically given the cost price and the selling price of a product, and our task is to figure out if there is a profit or loss, and we need to calculate the total profit or loss. Now the catch is we need to do this in a way that is easy to understand. So now let's write our approach to solve this problem. So I have already wrote my approach so that it saves us some time. So basically what we are doing is, firstly we need to take the cost price and the selling price as input from the user, and this will be pretty straightforward. We just ask user to provide these values. Okay, next we need to determine if the cost price is less than the selling price. If it is, we know there is a profit, otherwise there is a loss, right? So we represent this as 1 for profit and -1 for the loss. Now let's come to the third step. Now if there is a profit, we need to calculate the total profit by subtracting the cost price from the selling price. If there is a loss, we calculate the total loss by subtracting the selling price from the cost price. And finally we print the result from the step 2, which is 1 and -1, and the total profit or loss, which is calculated in the step 3. Okay, so this gives us a clear indication of whether there is a profit or loss. So let's move to the code, and I'll show you the way we will code this. Okay, so we have wrote our code. So basically let's change it to capital S. Okay, so basically what we are doing is we are taking C for cost price, S for selling price. Okay, so these two variables from the user, and then we will check if our cost price is less than selling price. If it is true, we will print 1. This means that it's a profit. If not, then it's a loss, so we will print -1. Now let's assume we get a result equals to 1. Okay, so in that case what we need to do, we need to create a variable total, and what we will do, we will say selling price minus the cost price. Okay, but if it is not equals to 1, in that scenario we will say total is equal to cost price minus selling price, and finally we are printing these two variables, total and the result. So I hope you get an idea how this formula and everything is working, but still if you didn't get then you can just go through my explanation in this approach while I explaining you this approach. Okay, you will understand what I am doing. So let's run this and let's see what input we need to give. So we need to give 2 and 4, and the output will be 1, 2. So 2, then 4, and we get 1 and 2 as output. Now our second input is 4 and 1, we will get -1 and 3. So run it again. 4 and 1, minus 1 and 3. So we have solved this problem. Now let's see what we can do here to optimize this. Okay, so we can take this in a single line using map. Okay, then instead of doing this, we can directly use ternary operator, and instead of doing this, okay, what we can do is we can use the ABS function. Okay, this ABS means it's a absolute function, so it will always give you a positive result. Got my point? And then we will print the same thing, result and total. So let's write that optimized solution. So let's copy this code so you will understand that. Okay, so we have wrote our approach. So instead of 2 inputs here, we are taking inputs in a single line. Then instead of doing this, 2 means if else block, we are using ternary operation. And then instead of doing this if else block to get the positive result, okay, what we are doing, we are using absolute to do the same thing. And finally we are doing the same, printing result and total. So what was the input? The input was 2, 4, so we will get 1 and 2. So let's give it 2 space 4 and we get 1 and 2. And then what we need to do, we need to give 4 and 1 to get minus 1 and 3. So let's give it 4 space 1 minus 1 and 3. So this code is complete and we are getting the same result as we get above. So there you have it, a step-by-step breakdown and the solution of a profit loss problem in Python. So feel free to use this code in your projects or adapt it to different scenarios. And if you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. And yeah, in the description I have attached the complete playlist link, so you can go through that as well. So guys, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.